Don't normally do this. Trading multiple stocks at once. What are you gonna do? It's gonna pull back, so we'll get out of that. Red box. Red box is squeezing. That'll do. Oh, that's not done. Went over, broke up to book 12. I'm going to get back in. Jump back in. Oh, got the topping tail. I want to break 12. That's high. It get in kind of high up there. Looking like it's going to break. It is. I'm just going to get out of red box. I want to concentrate on dawn for now. Well, absolutely. I've got £6,000 out of dawn already, Harvey. I could have got more if I hadn't been trading red box at the same time. I'm just flicking between charts, and I've got them both open in front of me. But dawn is having a lovely time. Slowly scaling, trying to scale in. It's not. Topping tail doesn't. It worries me a little bit. It's usually an exit indicator. Reversal sign. Yeah. Pull back. Still got a cushion on this one. I have this, that candle was 45, so 50 I'll be able to add the dip. That's 25 and I'll add the dip. Yeah, I think AMC should have a good. It's had a good weekend with the box office, so I think you're probably right. Unlike it. Very surprised if AMC doesn't recover, but the markets are not conducive to going long on anything. Nothing is likely. You know, nothing is guaranteed. And the ones that do work, then the chances are that they won't sustain. Breaks 12 again. I'll re-enter. I'll add to my position. Pulling way back. Support here at 50. Bit too far away for me. Big pullback. I'm holding on to this way too long. I should have exited there at 12.25. But it's early days and I'm still in the green, so huge topping tail though. That's on the 5 minute as well. Massive reversal indicator. So that's on all time frames up to 60. Yeah, I'll check out blue later. Well, that was my indicator to buy. $12. Right, the pullback. Oh, here, 61. Overall one. No. Well, who knows? Who knows where the floor is? Ethereum, well, not just Ethereum, the whole crypto space. I didn't expect Bitcoin. I'm a bit shocked Bitcoin broke 25, but it did. What are you gonna do? Pretty much every one of my crypto positions is red. My DCA positions, my long-term hold, and so is all my. In fact, my entire portfolio, my long-term portfolio, I think everything is red. And if I was a lesser man, I'd probably be panicking. But you know the rules. At the end of this month, I probably will, assuming I've got some profits, although I'm over 100,000 in profit already on June, so I'm taking that as it should be. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, not so bad, mate. Not so bad. Decent weekend. Well, I say decent weekend, but for the crypto crash, you can't let that get you down. Like I say, the whole my whole dollar cost average position is in the red. Not on 20. Oh yeah, Bitcoin will bounce back. They'll all, Ethereum will bounce back. They'll all bounce back. It's just a case of how far will they go, but how far will they have to bounce from? That's the question. Oh shit, that was a bit too far. No, it wasn't. That was just the algorithmic trades. They're a little bit light. 5 past. Bit late. It normally happen. I'm glad I got out of red box when I did. That dipped below the VWAP now. That red box will come back. Red box will get over 20 today. Squeeze is on. Celsius locked down. Yeah, but what you're forgetting though, Les, is that it was falling from all-time highs. So the big fall from all-time highs, a lot of people were more likely to short it from all-time highs, which adds to the woes. Whereas now there's a lot of people taking long positions, expecting a bounce back up. I don't think I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying one thing or the other. The crypto market this weekend has surprised me. But I'm not an expert. What do I know? If I could only have a time machine. Hindsight is the best trader in the world. Absolutely. Now, I did call this out in the Discord an hour ago. Before I could even trade it. I got in at $10.20. Well, I don't know about the educated there, Les. His guesses for sure, but I don't know about the educated. Get a little bit of increased volume coming in. Another FDA catalyst. This is the thing with FDA catalysts. They pop up and then they die off very quickly. So you've got to get in and make your gains and then get out. Very often they're not worth even considering swing trading. A lot of the time. Although Euroclean last week served me very well. Got a lot of money off Euroclean last week. It's basically set me up to be able to trade like this today. It is when it's finished its pump. No name. That's if you can short it. This is shortable, just. Looking for 12.20 here now. When you see the exhaustion, this is effectively the first full. This is only the first pullback on the 5 minutes. So I would say this is not done yet, going up. But when you see, because we're getting a little bit of a consolidation right now, $12. When you see consistent lower lows, that's when you start looking to short. That's what I do anyway. If you get consistent lower lows, you look for you get consecutive lower lows, shall we say, and on the 5 minute, and then you look for a move up, and that's your entry. Once it gets below it has to be below the VWAP. But if it's above the VWAP, it's still in an upwards trend. That's a simple indicator. Is the VWAP, very simple indicator. It basically means if the candles are closing above the VWAP, it's in an upwards trend. If they're closing below, it's in a downwards trend. with 10,000 shares. Got, in fact, $9.5 on this. Reduce half of that. Reduce the exposure. Oh, we've still not finished a single red candle on the 5. Oh, that's the 15, isn't it? I was looking at the 15, I don't know. But we've not had consecutive lower lows on the 5-minute yet. So you look for 1166. Just consolidating around the $12 mark at the moment. I'm just going to get out. Now, let it consolidate. It needs to make a lower low. $661 was there. And we had $76 on that one. Just had 75 there, so we've not quite made lower lows yet. Are you telling me to enjoy my weekend, though? And I think we've just passed the weekend, haven't we? Right, where's Redbox gone? Ooh, back above 17. So it dipped, but I was trading this here. Dipped down below 1650 and 1625, and now back above 17. So it's worth watching. Afri was an IPO last week, Friday in fact. Not got the volume. Good start to the day. 8 grand. Dawn. We're not done with Dawn. The market's absolute. Nasdaq nearly 3% down. Let's just look at the markets whilst I'm not in a trade, and we'll look at that. Nasdaq almost 3% down. S&P 5 just over 2% down. Russell Index 2.25%. The Dow's not too bad. The Dow Jones is only 1.7%, but the market's looking very bearish today. We've you look at the SPY here on the daily, you'll see that we're already below this low from mid-March, sorry, mid-May. So we hit, and we really bounced on that one when we hit it. We hit 380 on the SPY. We hit 380.54. We're already below. We've already been below that already today. 379. So will we bounce like we did back in May? I'm not so sure. I don't think we will. Let me know what you think in the comments. Will we bounce? It's looking strong, funny enough. You should ask. It is still looking strong. If you look at it on the 60-minute chart, we had the initial pump, and then we've been kind of moving sideways and move up on Friday, and it's held most of its gain. So it's still looking strong. So this has not got much volume, but We'll see. Dawn and Redbox are the ones that Day One Biotech. This, not biopharmacy. Day One Biopharmaceutical. Why do they have to pick such complicated names? Binance is a technical issue. Doesn't surprise me. Well, I'm not shorting this right now. I'm looking at it on the 5 minute, and we've got a lovely flag formation. This is looking very bullish. I wouldn't short this just yet. 1243 would be a good entry. 1245 if you like round numbers. 1250 if you want to just protect yourself against the $half resistance. It's adhered quite well to the 9 and then subsequently the 20 EMA. So nice little pump. Wait for an entry now. Break of 12 would have been a nice one. I'm looking for the break of the $half. Get in there. Oh, this is rangy. Oh, spreads went 20 cents, 30 cents on the spreads. What's going on? That's rangy. Don't like the 20-cent spreads. Don't like that at all. There we go. Now they've narrowed to a cent. Make your minds up. These spreads are rangy. Volatile too. Should have added it 7. Wait for it to maybe pull back a little bit. $0.13 spread now. What's going on with these spreads? Do I not like that? Quote Graham Taylor. If you don't know who Graham Taylor is, okay. Probably before your time. Red box back up at 17.75. I'll have another look at red box in a moment. On the 5 minute, we got a nice little break of that flag, which is what I was looking for. It just didn't follow through. So we'll see. It's 10 cents. Come on, give me 10 cents. What happened there? Wasn't quick enough. There we go. $0.40 spread. Are you on drugs? Which market maker's playing with this? I think whoever's just be careful, kids, with these spreads. They're getting a bit rangy. Bid in the ask, not really marrying. I don't know which troll account you're talking about, no name, but don't pay any attention to trolls. Well, you can, but don't let them disturb your peace. Play with them, fine, but don't let them disturb your peace. Yeah, I mean, it was like 12.50 something on the ask, and it was like 12.02 on the bid. I'm like, what? It's only 7 cents now, but in ascending direction. I can see this having a bit of a pump at the open as well. Red box definitely will. What you probably get with red box, because it continued to gain in the out of hours sessions, you probably get a bit of a dip and rip with red box. You get some profit takers, and then people will jump on it. I can see red box getting over $20 today. I didn't trade red box that much on Friday. I got in and got out once I'd hit my goal with red box, and part of me was left kind of a little bit of FOMO, because the way that it continued to rip. If I just left, let's say a 30 or 40 cent trailing stop on it, I could have made about 7 or 8 grand just on the 2,500 shares that I put in. But if I'd been actively trading it, I would have obviously traded a lot higher size, because it was just very clean move up on Friday for red box, completely against the market conditions. What are you playing at? What's to do with the 13 cent spread now? What the ask is above my average cost, and I'm like 500 in the hole. What's going on there? Idiot movement. And I need to go to the bathroom too. I'll take half off. Oh, let's see where this is going. 9.5 grand before the bell rings. We've got an hour before the bell rings, and I'm already 9.5 grand up. This isn't turning into I was a bit worried about today for some reason. I was a bit nervous because of the market conditions, but guess what? Putting a smile on my face. We've not even got 1,000 likes yet, guys. Why have we not got 1,000 likes yet, guys? We've got so many people in the chat. We've got a lot of people in the chat today. Let's everybody in the chat tap the screen 10 times. That's the rules of this stream. As you enter, you tap the screen 10 times, and that should set us going. It's great for the algorithm. So tap the screen 10 times, and away we go. But yeah, we're 9,500 in the green so far. We're still in for 2,500 shares on this. I'm not going any bigger size because this is just a bit too volatile for my liking at the moment, with the rangy spreads and the volatility in terms of up and down on this low volume. And if it breaks below 12 again, I'll be out. Red box is looking tight for me today. I think that's probably the one I will concentrate on after the red box after the bell. This one, but pre-market, obviously. Just going to buy it 20 then. Going to add to the position. Buy the dip. What I'm saying about buying the dip is you don't add to your position, or you don't buy the dip if you're in a losing position. But I've already got nearly 9,000 on this ticker already, so I've got a cushion to be able to add to the dip, buy the dip and move up. But I didn't. I missed my window. That being said, I think when this next breaks 13, I will be wary of a big flush at 13. I mean, it's steadily moving up. We've got a steady incline. It's we're getting higher lows at the moment. I can't even say. What I'd like to do right now is set a stop at $12 so I can go to the bathroom. I can't even do that. The pre-market. What happens, I guess. A nice extra 500 would be good, just to get my OCD off the scales. I've got, oh yeah, red box testing 18 right now. So red box up at $18, about to break $18. So if you're watching red box, well, it's pulling back from 18, so it'll go up and test it again later, no doubt. Just want to get over 10 grand for the day. 10,000 for the day will be fine, and I can go to the bathroom. So 500 on this, and then I'll go to the bathroom. I need 20 cents from where I'm in, so I need 50. Yeah, I need 12.50. Pulling back a little bit. If it goes below 12.10, I'll just exit and go to the bathroom. You don't have to pay for locates unless you're shorting, Jav. If you're going long, you don't have to pay for locates. You don't have to locate a long position. You only have to locate for borrowed shares. And then it depends on your broker. So my broker does carry a lot of shares of most stocks. And if they're carrying them and they're not accounted for, then they won't charge you locate fees. However, if it's hard to borrow, and they will charge you locate fees. Yakut Gem, what are you even talking about? I don't even know if this one's got options, Dawn. Day one biopharma. I don't even know if you can actually trade options on this one. I didn't check the options chain if you can or not. Not every stock has an options chain. I love how people come into the stream and just shout out things they've seen in other streams, you know, and they don't even know what we're talking about. If you stick around, you might learn something, guys. For those of you that are regulars to the stream, I'm sure you know. I hope you continue to learn things, but those who are new, occasionally I'll trade options, just not live on this stream. This is the day trading stream, so it's stocks and shares. It's not forex or crypto. I will talk about crypto and I occasionally talk about options. I'm trading on Dash Trader through Capital Markets. So if I'm trading options, I'll be trading through Interactive. Well, just a little bit more, Oh, missed it. There you go. There's my 10k. I'll be back in a few minutes. That's better. Now I can concentrate. Has it got options, Harvey? All right, okay. Well, I got it just as it popped. Go figure. But look, I'm not worried about that. There was I got it just before I popped. So I think I've already made $10,000 today, and I didn't want to wet my chair, so. Cheers, Jav. How long have I been? Oh, right, no problem, Abs. I've been trading a couple of years. Self-taught, had to learn how to trade. Well, I love Dash Trader just for the whole trading experience. I think it's extremely configurable. I think it's very user-friendly. Because it's direct market access as well, I just think you get a lot of, because you can choose your route as well, your market route. I just think there's a lot to Dash Trader that you don't get with a lot of other platforms. I mean, there's other good platforms. Sterling Trader is a good one as well. TC2000 is not too bad. The only failing with Dash Trader is the charting, which is why I always have TradingView open as well at the same time. So it's limited with regards to the charting and certainly the historical data. If you want to do a bit of a deep dive on a particular stock, you find it's limited on Dash Trader. My goodness, Bitcoin's down at 24,000 now. Did dip below 24. It went below 24,000 a little while ago in the last hour. Never mind. That's crypto. The markets are selling off. Crypto's selling off. Well, I use Interactive as well, and I tend to use. I'll trade options via Interactive. I've got my retirement account with Interactive. I've got a few accounts with Interactive. I've got more accounts with Interactive than I do with capital markets. But Interactive, from a day trading perspective, Interactive will only give me 4 times leverage on an active margin account, whereas capital markets I get 6 times leverage. So, what is Bitcoin simple? BTC. You'll not find it on Dash Trader though, because Dash Trader is it's equities. All right, let's have a look at Redbox. Yeah, Redbox is still flapping around 1750. AFRI. Let's have a look at AFRI. No volume. Well, you know, different strokes, different folks' odds. Capital. That's. I think they use that on. I think CMEG also do that one, don't they? But it's. Let me just have a quick look. I've never you traded with that one. I think that is that not the CMEG proprietary platform? Capital Markets Elite Group, it's their proprietary one. So I know they used Sterling and Dash Trader were the only options when I signed up from a few years ago. Then they took on Tachyon. I'm pretty sure that the Capital is their proprietary one, isn't it? It's their own. Well, I'm looking. I'm just waiting for an entry now on. I'm just having a look around the markets, but I'm waiting for an entry now on Dawn. I'm not going to chase it while it's up there at the highs. I'll wait for a pullback. I might have missed the opportunity when I exited here. I could have got in this first pullback here, but I was too busy giving it yakety yak. And quite frankly, my goal is 5,000 a day. I've already done 10,000. Granted, my net P&L is only, you know, not quite that just yet, but it's not far off. So I'll wait for a pullback and then the confirmation moving back up. So 68, high of that one. A bit of a pullback now. That's better. Bounce on 14 would be nice. No problem at all. You're always welcome. I trade every single day, Arbs. So every market day, I'm here at 90 minutes before the market opens and an hour into the open. I'm occasionally here for not every night, but I'm occasionally here for the power hour, the last hour of the market. So you're welcome to join in, subscribe. You'll get notified when I'm going live. I'm also live on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter, but you can't really see much on Twitter. So you'll see a lot more on YouTube. You're only seeing partial of what you can see on YouTube. You only see partial of it on TikTok. I didn't think Bitcoin was going to fall below 25. I honestly felt the floor now was going to be about 25. So the fact that it's gone under 24, Callum, it worries me a little bit. But I think 20, if it breaks below 20, I'll be very pissed off, because I'm already in the red on my long-term holdings with Bitcoin and Ethereum and Cardano and XRP, and those are the 4 coins that I'm holding long-term. I've been dollar cost averaging with them, and I did kind of load up last year, so my dollar cost averaging this year has always been on, you know, at a discount, if you will. but every single one of them is down below where I've pretty much started the portfolio with. So I'm well in the red on all of those. Sangoku, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point. There's always one stock or a couple of stocks that are booking the trend, that are counter trending. You've got the market, you've got to be conscious that the market is selling off, and it's selling, well, actually it's consolidating sideways over the last few hours, but it's very red. So you've got to be conscious of that fact, so that when they do make a move, when these kind of moves do happen, you've got to be cautious that they might not sustain. They'll move up, but they might not sustain. The parabolic moves that we got from Aeroclean last week are unusual in a bear market. But there's always that one. I mean, last week Aeroclean, we took over 100. I took over 100. Why do I keep saying that? It's a royal we. I took over $100,000 out of Aeroclean in 1 week. At one stock. I'm starting today. My equity on this account this time last week was $35,000, and today I'm starting with $130,000. So we've got $95,000 last week in profits. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, Kareem. I'll take a look at those for you in just a while. I'm waiting for this flag breakout here. We've got a lovely little flag forming on the 1 minute and on the 2 minute. I'll probably wait for the 2 minute because it's kind of aligns nicely with the quarter dollar. So the high of the candle on the 2 minute is 23. So I'll probably look for 25. Yeah, this one's an FDA approval as well, Kareem. I saw EXO jumping in, EKSO. I saw that on the scanners, but I've just been trading this all morning. We've already got almost 10k off this one this morning already. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go on, I'll have a quick look. If it breaks without me, it breaks without me. I'm not going to get FOMO when I'm already 10k up. So this is a smaller price stock, so probably won't trade it unless it breaks over $3. This is Exo Bionic is the company, and courtesy of Kareem, who's telling me that it's only a low float stock as well. It's 12 million, just over 12.5 million in the float. Exo Bionics surges 28% on FDA clearance of ExoNR in multiple sclerosis. So it's a robotic exoskeleton for use with multiple sclerosis patients. That's really interesting. That's a very interesting catalyst. I'll pop that on the list because I like that catalyst. It's close to home. June 15th, about the USA tax increase. Everyone's saying it will drop to 12k. I'm not so sure about that. I think there's multiple things going on at the moment that are all consolidating to cause the wider market panic and the wider market sell-off. I don't think the CPI results are what's the catalyst that's driving crypto down. There's a number of factors that's driving the crypto market down at the moment, and some of them are nefarious. So, and in the lines of what's just happened with Terra Luna as well. There's some deliberate manipulation going on in the crypto space. The wider markets are majorly reaction to CPI numbers on Friday, but on top of that, you've got other factors that are into that as well. So the interest rates that the Fed and the US will announce shortly I mean, they're probably going to get 1.75% by September, which is huge amounts. I mean, we're going to if you want to go and get a mortgage now, it's probably going to cost you about 7 or 8% on a variable mortgage, and it wasn't even that much back in what 2007, 2008, or whatever it was, or 15 years ago. Well, actually, I'm surprised because gold has held. Gold is usually a good hedge against volatility. At the moment, gold is holding price because that's what people are doing. They're selling in other assets and they're putting it into gold because gold tends to hold its value in times of uncertainty. So whilst it might not get huge gains by putting your money in gold, it's usually a safe asset to, you know, it's what's known as a safe haven asset. It's a store of value. Now, that was the thinking behind Bitcoin, is that Bitcoin is a safe haven. It's a store of value because you've got the scarcity already there. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot more things impacting the price of crypto and Bitcoin in particular than just market forces. There is quite a bit of manipulation going on at the moment, but that will level out over time, and as Bitcoin becomes more of a stable, almost a stable coin, you won't see huge gains or huge falls from it. And if it becomes regulated, which it will, depending on where you're trading, you might find it becomes more of a stable coin than what it is right now. Well, I'm looking at it, but it's just consolidating sideways for me, Kareem. So if I probably won't get this because I've got other options above $3. My rule is that normally my rule is I don't trade anything below $3 stock value. So this last month in May, I was struggling to find stocks that are moving above $3 from day to day. So I kind of altered the rules slightly, and it was like, okay, I'm not trading anything below $3 unless there's nothing else to trade, and there's a good one to trade. Now, I still won't trade below $2. I'm not trading penny stocks, literal penny stocks. So I won't trade below $2. I don't get margin on it, and I like to trade with margin. So I won't trade below 2. So between 2 and 3, I'm only getting 2x margin anyway. I don't need margin. I've got an account that's big enough. I don't need margin now, so that's fine. But I'm not trading. I'm not trading anything under $2. That's just part of my strategy. And if it ain't broke, I ain't gonna fix it. All right, let's have a look back at Dawn. Dawn's pulling back now on the 5-minute. We'll look for the whole dollar on the 2-minute as well. So we'll look for $14 as it's got to break back above $14 for me to be interested. Let's have a look at Redbox, back below 17. So this is going to probably range between $16.50 and $18 for a while, and then it's going to break $18. This will get. I firmly believe that Redbox is going to break $20 today. It's very heavily shorted, so you're going to get big swings, and the shorts will have to cover. So you get the market open, and you're going to get a lot of shorts that are going to either have to cover or they're going to have to double down on the position. They're going to have to average up, as it were, as opposed to average down. So there's a lot of people shorting Redbox. It's like nearly 40% shorted at the moment. GameStop's you never get much volume with GameStop pre-market. See, there's nothing happening with GameStop pre-market. It's out of hours sessions with GameStop. It's largely owned by retail who tend to trade it during market hours. AMC, it's very choppy. If you're looking at AMC, very choppy at the moment. It's down 5.5% down at the moment. But when the market opens, which is a little over half an hour, 38 minutes, I think AMC, you'll see, you might get a little bit of a dip, but it should get green on the day. I'd be very surprised if AMC doesn't break 1250 today. Possibly even get up towards 1275.13. Bluebird Bio, what's the ticker? Sangoku, tell me what's the ticker, because if it's one of those, like I say, sub $2 stocks, I'm not seeing it on my scanners for that reason. I've filtered out. That's blue, isn't it? Okay, so it's moving up. It's still red on the day, according to that. Bluebird Bio shares up 62% pre-market. On Friday announced the FDA Advisory Committee backing of blood disorder gene therapy. So that's the news from Friday. So the FDA Advisory Committee backs Bluebird Bio's blood disorder gene therapy. All right, okay, let's have a look at this. $6. It's gapped up. So if you look at it on the 15-minute, you'll see it's just gapped up, but it's not made any moves. So it's kind of strange. Would have expected. Why am I not seeing it on the scanners either? Oh, I know why. Because it's just the volume's not there at the moment. Get it on the 1 minute. No volume. That's what I think of blue, needs volume. I mean, decent catalyst and all, it's gapping up and all, but so it's got volatility, but there's no volume. It needs volume. Now, as Kareem will tell you, no, it wasn't Kareem, it was, I think it was Chip on Friday, called one out on Friday that I said, look, I'm not touching that with that kind of volume or lack of volume. To be profitable, for me, I need volume and I need volatility. One without the other is useless to me. I need the volatility to make use of the moves, but I need the volume to make sure that the moves are reliable. Now, if I look at Bluebird Bio as a whole, it's a 50 million float, so it's a little bit higher than I normally would like to trade on at this kind of price point, but volume, yeah, it just needs to increase the volume. It's good relative volume, but it's just not moving at the moment. All the volume came in this big spike here. It was like, at the moment, what's the volume candle on this one? It's 4,000 shares. This one's 5,000 shares, less than. So you need to be 10,000, a minimum, at least 10,000 shares a minute to get the volatility for me. So that's what I think of Bluebird Bio. If more people start trading it, then maybe it could be interesting. But at the moment, it's just moving sideways. So there's no range to take advantage of. Not like Dawn. I mean, look at this. This is just not stopping. Day one biopharma, but day one bioscience or day one biopharma? Day one biopharmaceutical. I'm just going to say biopharma. It's easier. So if you look at this moved up and it's already up 114%. So much rather, I mean, it's twice the price, but I would much rather trade this because you're getting the big moves. How do I pick out my daily stocks? That's a very good question. It's a very good question. I use Benzinga. So if you look in the middle of the screen,
You can see here that I'm just scrolling here. This is these are two of my Benzinga scanners. On my laptop screen, I've got six scanners open at any one time, and you can see 3 of them on the YouTube feed. You can see 2 of them on the TikTok feed. So I've got 6 scanners open at any one time. Benzinga tells me what's moving, by how much, why it's moving, what the price is, what the catalyst is, what the float size is, historical data in terms of relative volume, everything I need to know to select stocks I can get from Benzinga. If you want to try it out yourself, check the link in my link tree. And check the link in my link tree, and it's the second link down. The first link down is my course that I teach for people who want to trade learn how to day trade. But the second link is Benzinga. You can try it for free for 14 days, and there's a discount code in there. You get 35% off if you like it. So that's how I pick Piolski. That's how I pick my daily stocks. How do I see 10,000 shares? I don't understand the question, Sangoku. I'm sorry. What do you mean? No problem, Piolski. What we got? We've got half an hour. So what I'll do here is I'll show the people on TikTok exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is hello. This is my chat. If you go to my profile, you'll see this link here. It's called Linktree / TikTok Trader. If you click that, it might give you a splash screen. It might not, but it will open up this purple link tree. Now you can contact me via email here if you want to. You've got all my socials up at the top, including TikTok and YouTube. I'm streaming live on YouTube as we speak. I've not got Twitch up there. I'll have to put Twitch up there as well, and Twitter for that matter. Benzinga. If you click on the second link down, this is Benzinga. Now what Benzinga does is, I'll pull this across for the people on YouTube. This is Benzinga, and what it does is Benzinga Pro is it allows you to get access to real-time feeds from Benzinga. You get all the market news, you get stock screeners and scanners, you get signals and alerts, you get calendars for IPOs and earnings. You get trade ideas, there's all kinds of things. So I get all of my stock picks, and I use Benzinga Pro for that. So that's where I go in. So you start your free trial, or you go in here and start your free trial. So Benzinga. So you go in there and start your free trial. As I say, I get all my stock picks and everything else. It really is great. Now it can be quite expensive. It's about 170. Well, it's not about. It is $177 a month on the monthly subscription. You get discounts for longer subscriptions to it. But try it for free, and if you like it, I can get you 35% off. The code in the link tree. So if you go back to the link tree, the code DTWT Day Trade with Tony 35 for 35% off. If you don't know how to trade and you want to learn how to trade and be profitable, I've got my own course here, and I can teach you. You don't just get the education. I've got the whole syllabus here. You get mentorship from me. You get swing trading. It's only 150 bucks a month. You can get through the course in 1 month. That's no problem at all. But what most people are taking is they're taking the time to actually assimilate the information. I would say probably with the practice and a simulator as well, mentorship and guidance from me, it's probably going to take about 3 months for anybody from beginner to profitability. Assuming, that's not a guarantee, but assuming you apply the principles and be disciplined about your trading. What I would say is most people that get into day trading lose money.
In fact, I lost money, and I lost money last month. So whilst I was technically made 2K last month, after all the transaction charges and fees, etc., I actually lost money last month. It was the first month I've done that in a long time, but it was very difficult. However, that being said, I lost about just over 10K last month. I've made over 100K this month, so, and we're only halfway through. So go figure. Okay, so you can see it in the volume chart, Sangoku. So if you're looking at this chart here, it says here, volume bar, 54,000, and it's counting, 54,000 shares. So this volume bar here on Dawn, this is telling me exactly how many shares per, but what you can do is you can just click on the candle and it'll tell you all the information. It tells you the high, the low, the open, the close, the volume, tells you everything. Okay, and it tells you the average price of where I'm actually clicked as well. So tells you the VWAP at that point, and if you just click on where the candle is on anywhere in the chart, it'll tell you straight away. But the way I've got my chart set up, it actually tells me in real time what that candle that's forming is doing in terms of volume. This is on the 1 minute chart here. I've got the 5, I've got the 2, I've got the 60, I've got and the same for any time frame. Okay, it depends on your bank, Anthony. So the first time I transferred to CMEG, it took me about 6 weeks to actually get it to land into my account. Just putting it there. However, that was from a Bank of Ireland account. The next time I transferred from CMEG, I transferred using TransferWise. And if you don't have a TransferWise, I recommend it. Go and check the link in the bio. It's one of the bottom ones. And it was the next day. I transferred with TransferWise. It was the next day. I deposited into my TransferWise account from Bank of Ireland next day. And then I went from TransferWise to CMEG, and it was next day. So yeah, depends on your bank. Good stuff, Alistair. I'm glad to see you. You were able to find a good bottle of wine whilst you were out there as well. How's EKSO getting on, Kareem? Let me just gonna add that to my Wi-Fi. I'm transmitting on mobile data, so I'm just gonna. There we go. It should be, that should be fine. I've never actually transferred to them in the UK. Anthony, because my account with them is over in, not the Bahamas, Cayman Islands. Or is it the Bahamas? Yeah, it's just moving sideways at the moment. I think you might get a bit more volume. When you get a bit more volume on this one, Kareem, we might get lift off. We'll see. Red box back over 17. Dawn. Okay, so Dawn is looking interesting again. Look, if I got in here, I would have been. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wait the pullback below 15. We'll wait for the 20 EMA. Bouncing, it's been pulling back to the 20 EMA and then bouncing.
So I think the 20 EMA could be a safe point. But I think it might miss the move if I do that. Yeah, you missed out, Alistair. So I was expecting Redbox to be the one that moves to the. Do you know what? I need 400 on this one ticker just to. My OCD's kicking in now. I need 400 on this one ticker just to get it to over 10k. And it's not like I've been taking huge size either on this, Alistair, on Dawn. Monday meltdown, absolutely, Holcomb. Christopher. Monday meltdown. The whole market's in a meltdown at the minute. Although Dawn is okay. Redbox bucking the trend again as it did on Friday. So I'm looking for an entry into Dawn and another entry into Dawn. It'd be nice to get $400 out of this and just for my OCD. Get over 10k on it. I'll enter there. $14.60 I'll get out. Just 2,500 shares at the minute. My stop is $14.60. That's where the 20 EMA is when I set it. Dawn's been going really well. It's an FDA catalyst as well. So we've done really well out of FDA catalysts over the last week. The problem I've had with Dawn is the spreads have been very rangy. I mean, as much as 40-50 cents at one stage earlier. Currently 2-3 cents, which I don't mind. Well, now they're going up to 5-6 cents. So exactly what I'm talking about. Breaks the $0.25, I'll add to the position. So if it breaks new lows now, I'll get out. Don't have to wait till 14.60 where the 20 EMA is. Previous green candle was 14.80, so that's my exit. Having a good day, another good day today. Today is better than last Monday already. We did like 7,000 last Monday, I think it was. So if we can have a Tuesday as good as last Tuesday, that would be even better. And continue the improvement week over week, that would be brilliant. I mean, what did we do? 60k last Tuesday? That would be nice. More than doubled my account in a single day. It's going to break upwards now. It needs to break about 15.25. Add to the position for breaking 15.25. There we go. It pulled back. That's okay. It's looking strong. Low of the candle is 86. There we go. We just broke the 10,000 barrier on this particular ticker. That's nice. That makes me feel good. now our exit is break even. Atari. I used to have an Atari console. Space Invaders. Asteroids. Dig Dug. Those were the really good good games of the 1980s. Dig Dug. That This is going mental. I got in this when I started trading. This was $5 ago. It was $10.20. I was just after 7:30 market time. It was $10.20 when I took my first trade on it. As far as I know, Atari was acquired by Sega, wasn't it? The Atari console and the Atari computer, that's what went into the in the first Sega Saturn or whatever it was. There's my doji, that's my exit indicator. Okay, there's my doji on, and it's a double top potentially with a doji that says Tony reversal about to happen, get out. So that's what I've just done. And if it doesn't, I'm over 10k on that ticker, I'm over 11k on the day. I'm having a good day. Hey NASA, how you doing? Any stocks are back? Absolutely, Marianne, absolutely. Now, I did say that was my reversal indicator. It doesn't always work that way, but I'd be very surprised if it might not be this candle or the next candle that we do get a pullback now. Enjoy the flight, Alistair. I hope it's not one of those cheap Ryanair flights. They're horrible. I'm a big man, and I can't sit in those seats. I have to get an exit seat if I have to take one of those crap cheap flights, because otherwise I end up with man spreading just to get my legs into the seat area. Well, I think I was platinum with British Airways before COVID. I'll have to double check if I've still got all my points. But I had British Airways Club. I'll have to double check that, if my points have expired or not. Do I have to take a couple more flights? I used to use my points to upgrade to business class. It was great. I'm sure, Alistair. Well, email me your reach. I don't know. You should have let me know your email address, and I'll tell you if you're registered or not. Reach. Just ping me through an email. Go through to my link tree and click the mail icon. You know what? I'm not saying I'm the best trader on TikTok. Top 3, I told you. There's was my doji, closed doji, reversal indicator. What happens? We get the reversal, and we actually got another doji just to confirm. So I'm not saying I'm the best trader on TikTok, but listen to me, kids. You'll learn a lot. Here's a question for you. If you had 10k just lying around under your pillow or whatever right now, let me know in the chat. And you were asked where to put it, Bitcoin or Ethereum, one or the other, which would you choose? 10k right now, the way the market is, would you choose Bitcoin or would you choose Ethereum? Let me know in the chat. Brandon, it's all about personal preference. It's all about personal preference. I personally, I use the 9 exponential, the 20 exponential, and the 200 exponential. Some people like to use the 12, the 25, and the 50. Some people like to. It's all about personal choice. There's no best moving average. What I do say is, for me, what's essential is the VWAP. If I've not got the volume weighted average price on there, I'm lost, because that tells me that's the indicator that tells me which direction a stock is moving. Is it still in an uptrend? Is it still in terms of the longer trend? Is it an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? Can I be reliant on this move? The VWAP is an extremely powerful intraday indicator. So that for me is probably the best indicator for me. Is I've got it on all of my charts. I don't have the EMAs on all my charts. So it's all down to personal preference. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other, because essentially they tell the same thing. They tell the same data, just over a different time frame. That's all. Yeah, and I actually think Ethereum's probably got more room to the upside as well. Not just it's dropping more, but it's more room to the upside. I personally would probably go for Ethereum over Bitcoin if I could only choose one. But it'd be interesting to see what the rest of you think. Bitcoin's probably the one that's going to be most reliable going forward. I think we probably see. Do you know what? We're halfway through June, and the crypto market's crashing like a Formula One driver with epilepsy, and I would still wager that we'll have a 6-figure Bitcoin by Q1 next year. Oh, I don't know. Okay, was Redbox down below 17s now? I don't mind that. Where's Aeroclean? Where's our darling from last week? Below the VWAP at the minute. Oh, it almost went green at 1250. So if this gets above 1250 today, I think. Oh, it already has been up above 1250. I wasn't paying attention. So, pre-market high of 1336 for Aeroclean. Nice. I think it's still looking strong. Although, that being said, there's no need to get greedy right now. How is everybody else doing trading, Dawn? Are we all green, or is it just me? Wait for this to break the pullback below the 9 EMA, I think. Next pullback, it goes below the 9. And look for an entry. Looking a bit extended on the 5 minute. I can take a look on it. There's no volume at the moment on the, so from an intraday perspective, there's no volume pre-market, but let's see what it's looking like. Oh, it's down along with the rest of the market. It's trying to make a bit of a bounce, which the rest of the market isn't. So Glaxo's one of those that it does have a tendency to follow the wider market, but will have variance depending on if it has particular good news. It was good on Friday, whereas the market was selling off, so it moved up. Right now it's 1.6% down. Let's have a look at it on the daily. So it's very choppy at the minute, sideways choppy, around that $44 level.
give or take $1. Glaxo's a good company in the long term, but it is quite volatile, so just be careful with that one. From an intraday perspective, there doesn't look to be much going on at all, so I'm not seeing there's not much volume. 600 not even 700,000 shares traded today, and Glaxo is a large, you know, it's got a large float as well, so I wouldn't I'd wait for some action there before you trade it, if you're going to trade it intraday. Yeah, it's just not doing anything at the minute because there's nobody trading it. I think there's more. Yeah, well, EXO didn't do what we expected it to do on that one, Kareem. I hope you cut your losses there, Kareem, before it dropped. Could still pop. It's just not got. It's not enough people trading it at this level. EXO. This popped up and then sold off. Get rid of that. What else? I'm starting to get some stocks coming in. Indo. Looks like Dawn and Redbox are the two primary choices for me. Aeroclean is a possible continuation after the bell. Okay, so now I'm interested, because this is a bit of a nice little pullback. I like this pullback. I have that candle as $50.50. Yeah, I'm watching AMC. It's not doing much right now, as you can see. I'll just zoom out onto the 15. You can see it's not doing much. It gapped down, but it's more sideways. It's similar action to the wider market. If you look at the SPY, that's pretty much the pattern the wider market's taking. So we really need those retail traders to come in at 9:30 in 5 minutes, in fact, to see what happens with AMC. So I would wait till after the bell. Now, I don't mind Dawn pulling back. I'm not going to take any more trades before the bell now. We've got 5 minutes to the open, and I will trade for the opening hour if there's something moving, but I'm not taking any trades before the bell. I'm expecting Redbox to maybe do a bit of a dip and rip today. Aeroclean might do a similar kind of thing, or it might just move out of the gates. Let's see. Markets are all above 2% down on the day. The Nasdaq is 3% down on the day and still selling. The S&P 5 has just gone 2.5%. in line with the Russell index, which is a small cap index. Dow Jones is trailing the pack, is only 2% down today. So Redbox is currently 28% up on the day. The reason I think Redbox is going to motor today, I could be entirely wrong. I'm just a fat bloke on the internet with an opinion. This is not stock picks. This is not signals. I don't give those out. The reason that Redbox, I think, is primed for a further move up to $20 is because it's 40% shorted. There's huge short interest, and a lot of those positions, those short positions, would have been taken on Friday as it reached those highs of kind of $13.50, $14, and then it moved up after hours and in pre-market now. And we've been up as high as $18 already pre-market. So I think 1693, any short positions that have taken, last week, taking the positions at $13, that they're going to want to either cover or double down.
I think there's going to be a lot of covering because that's a world of pain. A lot of those shorters would have got in below $10, and they will have added to the position up at the highs of kind of $13, $14. So they'll be in a lot of pain right now. When the market opens up and it's up at $18, they're going to be in a hell of a lot of pain. So 2 minutes to the bell. Red box squeezing. Always tempted to see it moving like that and thinking, yeah, that's looking, there's a bit of a double bottom, W shape there. I was looking at that and I'm thinking, yeah, that's going to squeeze, it's going to go up to $18 and break this time. But I've committed, I'm 11 grand up. I'm not taking a trade before the bell. I'm sticking to, I'm being disciplined today. I'm being a good boy. Tony's being a good boy today. With 11k is a good way to start the week. So I will probably scale back, and if I get a good trade, I might scale into it, but I'm going to be starting off a little bit smaller after the bell, just to protect these gains today. 11.5k. Good start to the week, Tony. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Yeah, we've got 35 seconds left. Hello, baby. Now, look, if we get to 4,000 likes, you can have a piece of bacon. I'll give you one of these bacon treats. If the chat say you can have a bacon treat, you can have a bacon treat. They'll get me to 4,000 likes before the bell. Well, they'll get me to 4,000 likes. I'll not do it before the bell. We've got 15 seconds, but they smell like bacon as well. Smell like those bacon crisps, what they call it, Frazzles. There we go, right on the bell, right on the bell. Right, red box doing that dip. I expected them to dip. Red box, Dawn having a bit of a dip. Don't mind that at all. Looking for the break of $16. Just put the horizontal in there. The high, pre-market high. Let's look at red box. Dip before a rip, I expect. Yeah. AMC. Who was wanting to watch AMC? It's not quite green, but it's having a bit of a move up. So AMC, $12, over $12. I did say should get to $12.50, which is pretty much, you know, the green line on the day. And be surprised if we don't get to kind of $12.75, $13 today on AMC. Got a way to go. Full dollar move to get to $13, but let's see. EKSO had that good catalyst. Pre-market, a lower price stock, 212, sold off into the open. Let's see if that makes a move up. Hope it gets you at least green, Kareem. So let's get above the VWAP for EKSO, just for Kareem. So there was the dip. Let's see what the rip is. On all the way down to 14s. Oh, Tony, change your scanners onto regular market, guy. Want to see what's moving today, not what was moving before the bell. Okay. So we're watching the price spikes, we're watching for volatility halts. Dawn making a move to the north. I want to see this move up and break those pre-market highs of $16. So it's up at 1590, 1596, but you've got the whole dollar resistance, so you want to wait for it to confirmation. You want to wait for it to break 16. Yeah, she's had a piece of bacon, guys. She had it on the bell because we got to 4,000 right on the bell. I didn't expect you to do that, to be able to get me to 4,000 on before the bell, but it was right on the bell. So, fair play. Now red boxes. Well, there's quite some good green coming onto the market now. Even the SPY is starting to look a bit green. Not that it will hold, but SPY on the 1 minute trying to bounce above the VWAP. So that's a nice little move. Nasdaq taking off. Oh, come on, the market. This is what we like to see. Red box not quite back above the VWAP yet. Get above 17, I'm interested. Gone. Bit of a bounce and then more selling. So let's see what happens. Not too worried about if anything shows up right now. I'm perfectly happy with 11k on the day. But let's see. Excuse me. Very clean. Our little darling from last week just gone green on the day. Okay, let's look for an entry with Aeroclean. I like this one. There's the pullback to the $0.50. Very volatile. 9-cent spreads. Yeah, just be careful with this, guys. The spreads are like 9 cents. So I'm just going to go in for 1,000 shares. Like I said, I'm going to start small. Well, relatively small. And that's why. Got 50 cents in an instant. Imagine if I'd had 10,000 shares. Hold this position. I'll see this up above $13, then I can scale into it. All thanks to you, mister. Look to scale into this now. Consistent, if we break above 13, hold. Otherwise, I'll get out. It goes red on the day again. Ooh. Stop on there. There we go. Just 1,000 shares. Well, I am a fan of, I'm a big fan. I'm not married to the stock, but I would certainly have some naughty evenings with it the way it performed for me last week. I'll just move this to break even. Pulls all the way back. That's fine. Looks like it is doing. It did. We made $20 on it. Ouch, that's painful. That is painful. So Aeroclean is looking like potentially the one that's moving at the moment. Try again. Now I'm looking for 13.50. Or I can add. Scale in.
We're getting like 20-cent moves. 51 to 31, like bouncing. So just be wary of that. I mean, the spreads are as much as almost 20-cent spreads on this right now, which is why I've not gone in big size. I mean, I want to see it become a little bit more predictable before I take more risks with it. To be fair, I didn't think the catalyst from last week would last into a second week. Normally you get usually 3, maybe 4 days tops with an FDA catalyst, but this is looking strong. I think we could potentially retest those highs again. We've got highs of 1423 on that second day, so I think we potentially could test those. Add to the position a little bit there. Oh, dozy. Pressed the wrong button. I've got to put 7,000 shares in instead of a stop. How dozy am I? That's not cricket. Okay, are you going to go up for me or are you going to rip me off? I don't like that. Just complete brain fart. Press the Alt instead of the Alt Control button. I did 5,000 shares instead of a 30-cent stop loss. Right, okay. Bounced on the VWAP. Let's see. Got to completely devise a trade strategy with this now because of that mistake. This is going to go up. This is going to break $14. Low on the 5 is 1280. Okay. Not risking any more than that. Good stuff, MC. Is the volume picked up as well? Not sure why that's not showing on my scanners. I really am not. If you stop me out there, I don't mind. I'll just have to make it back. It'll still be green on the day, but I'll just put that at, so if it breaks a little lows,
Low of that last candle was 1280, so if it breaks lows again, it gets me out. Let's have a look at blue. Oh, that's selling off. Ouch. I hope you're shorting blue. I hope you're shorting Bluebird. That's horrible. Red box needs to be back above the VWAP for me to trade it. Dawn, I'm not trading Dawn. I'm trading Aeroclean right now. I'm gonna move that up to $13. I'll get that 5,000 out that I didn't want in the first place, just for a little bit of profit. Oh, that gives me that relief. So I didn't lose anything on that trade. Now I can actually watch the trade play out as I wanted it to play out. Okay, I'll just move that slightly that way. Is that better? Can you see that better now? Is that better for you, Gits? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice move. I'll just put a trailing stop in place for 50 cents. Well, you get to see it even better on YouTube. A lot of people are opening TikTok, but they're actually watching it on YouTube. They're using the TikTok chat, but the YouTube screens, you see everything. So what I've got right now is a 50-cent stop, and I can double down on that for another 1,000. Trying to scale into this. Volume on AMC right now is, on the day, 5 million. So that stopped us out there. We've still got 1,000 in there. We'll move up. Normally, I would say that's a really good trade. $700. Like I say, I'm just being conscious of, I'm already up 12K. I don't want to be giving it back. That's breaking lows. I'll wait for a new entry. Dawn selling off. Red box not doing a lot. Aeroclean is the darling again at the moment. So AMC had a little pump and then a pump and dump. It's currently, let's say, 5.5 million shares traded. That's the volume on today's volume at the moment, which is not huge for AMC. GME, very similar, move up and then sell off. SPY moved up, sold off, moved up, sold off. This is going to be, looks like it's bouncing at the 200 EMA, or fading at the 200 EMA. So I'm going to go back to Aeroclean, which is now 17% up on the day. Look for another entry. Let's see if I can get $1,000 out of Aeroclean. It'll be the 6th day in a row that I've taken 4 figures out of Aeroclean if I can. Pull back. We've broken the highs of last week. Let's look at this on the daily. So it does have highs up at $120 or something. So $117.35 is the all-time high for Aeroclean. So I think we're a little way off that yet. We've got resistance at 18. We've got resistance 16. This is from last year. What I like to do, Phoenix, is because I've hotkeys that will put me a hard stop in place. And what I'll do is I'll let it run a little bit, and then I'll swap the hotkeys, swap the hard stop out for a trailing stop. Once it reaches a certain level. Aeroclean pulling back a little bit, don't mind this. $14.07, the high of the current candle. For $14.10, next entry. What else is moving at the moment? HTCR. Bluebird is pulling back now. I don't know why that's down. It's showing as red for some reason. Right into that for 1,000 shares. Like I say, I'm being conservative today. I'm not swinging for the fences today. I'll leave that for later in the week, if necessary. For $14.50. Bouncing up on 14. Let's get 14.30. Should do the job. Spreads are 7 cents, 10 cents, 11 cents. So be careful. Spreads are widening. I think I might quit trading this in a minute. You can set the buy, Mama. It won't execute in pre-market. That's the problem. So if you set your buy order, you can set a limit order pre-market, and it will execute on hitting that price if you've got permission to trade pre-market with your broker. If you set a market order, or it just won't execute pre-market or out of hours sessions. So if you've got you set an order for the open, and it will come in and it will execute that price. That shouldn't be a problem. But I was trading pre-market. It depends if you've got out of hours trading permissions or not. And which broker, not all brokers allow you to trade out of hours. Mine allows me to trade for 2 hours before the market opens and the full after hours session. Not that I'm trading at like midnight my time, but it allows me to if I wanted to. Got over $1,000 with Aeroclean today. That's 4 figures or better every single day for the last 6 trading days. One and a half thousand shares in. Set myself a little stop there, 60, 68. Now I've got a 50-cent trailing stop. So we'll just watch that now. We'll add to this position if we break 16. No, stopped out. Well, 2,300 for Aeroclean today. I'm going to take a biological break. I'll give you I'll be back in a few seconds. Right, Shandal, green is green. Doesn't matter how big or small. If we're trading, we're doing well. If we're green, we're doing well. All green days are good green days. It's as simple. If you're $10 green, if you're $100 green, if you're $100,000 green, you're green. It doesn't matter. Of course, $100,000 does have a tendency to put a bigger smile on your face. Okay, so what? Oh, he's back. Oh, looking at red box now moving up above the VWAP. I did say red box today will do a dip and a rip. Let's go back to red box. I'll come back to Aeroclean in a moment. I said pre-market. I expect red box to dip and then rip. So we've had the dip. I think we'll break 17, and I think we'll see 20. I think we could get a good $3 out of this from where it's at right now. That's red box. A, based on how it performed on Friday, and B, there's way too much short interest, and I think you're going to get a lot of shorts covering. And we've got this double bottom here, which suggests that $18 is going to be a realistic target there. There is a bit of a seller wall, but I think we'll blast through that the way that it's traded this last couple of weeks. Gone. I think that's done for the day. I'm very surprised under the VWAP now. Very surprised if that comes back. EKSO. Well, I think you You got green there, Kareem. EKSO, but I hope you managed to take profits on time and before it started selling off again. Well done. Very clean. Okay, so 1560. Let's look for new highs. Does anybody want to? Is there any stocks anybody needs to see? Well, if you average down to 195 there, Kareem, you're quids in. EKSO right now 223, going back up and testing that 225 entry that you got at 195. Happy days. You must have averaged down big time. So the low here is at 187, so you must have put a big portion into that. You must have really believed in it. Fair play to you. Well done. Okay, I'm going to take 1,000 for the break of $17 on Redbox. There we go. Won $350 out of Redbox today. Take me to 4 figures on Redbox. That's fantastic news, Alphabet. You're starting to get that consistency now, which is great, a great feeling. Actually, saying that, you just reminded me, this is day 14. This is my new winning streak for 22. Okay, so we've just broke session highs with Redbox. Wait for this. There we go. 1,500 shares in now. Just scaling slowly. I'm not being ridiculous with my sizing today. I'm gonna keep selling off. I want to get out. I'll keep the 500 in there till start moving back up. Break the lows, I'll get it. That's 83, so. Back above 17. Let's retest that. High. Retest $18. Nearly. Locking a few profits there. Broke 18, so let's see if we can do it and hold this time. Rejected at 18.20. Locking a few more profits there whilst scaling up. Use the exposure a little bit. See if we break $18 and hold. Rejected at 18.20 a couple of times now. Really is coiling under at that 18 level. In Benzinga, Chabadoo, I find the short interest numbers in Benzinga, along with everything else. We'll just exit there. We're 650, so we're much of a muchness that red box trading there. Pretty much the same thing as where we started. I said I needed 350 to get 4 figures, and I'm still needed 350. So we've gone up and down. So yeah, so you're talking about red box. So if I just open the red box page on here, come back to the chart in a second. This is Benzinga. Now you have the option of just widen it up, and you can see key data here. You can see the short flow, which is, it says here 37.5%. That's actually old data. You go into key data or you go into short interest. You can see there, as of last week, it was 40% shorted. So, oh, you can't see that. So as of last week, 40% shorted, 39.86% shorted. So big short squeeze this. That's why it's moving. It's a big short squeeze. Good man, Kareem. Good man. Hey, Shando, didn't see you come in. Sorry. Yeah, Alphabet. This is red box. Aeroclean still moving up. Doesn't surprise me. Been good to us all last week. Did it get rejected at 17? Yeah. Nice one. Yeah, I've been trading that. I took my first trade was 12.75. I got out at 15.25 ish with Aeroclean. 15.03. Or 12.78 to 15.03. So that's not bad moves. But I'm taking moderate size today, so I'm not taking big size. I'm just being very conservative today with my approach for a number of reasons. I realized I've got into the habit of going in big size, so I need to scale back a bit. I don't mind scaling in, but I just want to have another nice green day. It's going to be 14 days in a row, which is going to be my longest green streak of 2022. And to do that in the market conditions that we're in, I'm quite proud of that. I'll give it a try, shall I? Actually, it's saying that I think AMC might be on the way to move up now. This possible red to green move. If you look at it on the 5 minute, it's I think it could. You might see AMC start moving up. We're getting higher highs, higher lows. We're getting an upwards channel there. Not necessarily. It could that could be a bit of a bear flag, but based on the record numbers of box office, I'd be surprised if this doesn't move up. But that could be a bear flag, so just be careful. Don't enter just yet. Wait for confirmation. You need to get confirmation. Don't, because you might could be very much a bull trap. Bear flags tend to be. Hi, can you shoot Joe Mama? Okay. Aeroclean pulling back quite considerably. Where's Redbox? Moving back up. Well, let's see if we can break that 1820. I want to see Redbox. It's a nice little bull flag, that though. Beautiful bull flag. Why did you have to distract me to Aeroclean when is it just as it's pulling back when I could have got on this bull flag here? Ah. Oh. Redbox, let's see it break 1820. I'm interested if it breaks 1820, otherwise I'm probably done for the day. What's Dawn doing? Bouncing. Did get back above 15 and then was quickly shut down. So be careful with Dawn. The charts on YouTube are clear, a lot clearer. It's HD and of course you can see a lot more there, Reach. Okay, so Reach, just looking into my things, it doesn't say that you're actually subscribed to the course. So I'm just having a look through the details. I've not got you on the course, unfortunately. So thanks for the email, though. I'll respond directly to you after the stream, but it doesn't look like you're actually on the course, so the Discord isn't available to anyone that's not on the course. It's part of the course as it happens. That's where you get the mentoring and the community. Not interested in becoming famous, so you're blocked. I'm not a pussycat doll. Oh, why did I click on that then? Okay. Just let's see what else is moving. So over the last 15 minutes, the volume's died down. There's nothing moving with kind of volume we want to see. Although HTCR is hitting quite a few of the scanners. Hardcore Enterprise. It's a no from me. I'll stick with Redbox and Aeroclean for now. That's halted down. So right on the VWAP. Halted down on the VWAP. on. Trying to get above the VWAP. AMC. Yeah. So I was right with AMC in terms of bear flag. On the 5 minute, it had this bear flag and then sell off again. So bear flag or bull trap, whichever you want to call it. I'm surprised at AMC. Expected it to do something different, and the markets are capitulated. VWAP fades and all kinds of stuff. Oh dear. Small cap index nearly 4% down. Oh dear. S&P 500 down at 3% down nearly. So we this is bear market. We're in a bear market for sure. Not bearish, but bear market. Been in a bear market on the Nasdaq for a while, but let's go back to Redbox. How much do I need? $350. So it breaks 1650. Might take a little position. Aeroclean's resumed. Aeroclean resumed. Continued selling. But I'm not in it. I hope you guys aren't either. So it's given me enough this last while. This last week, I'll tell you exactly how much trade profit it's given me. Last week alone. Wow. So $111,449 we took last week from Aeroclean. And I've never traded it before last week, so 5 days in a row. So we averaged $22,000 a day with it. So, good week. That's just one stock. Yeah, got to be happy with that. You can be quiet with your sneezing. Yeah, so this is my statistics for June. This is June, from the 1st of June, 119,000, doesn't include the 13/14,000 I'm going to have today. So 113,000 average win. So the average win versus losing is 2-1. My accuracy is 3-1. Profit factor of 6.3, which is fantastic. Largest gain was that $63,000 with Aeroclean, and the largest loss would have been the one with Redbox, I think it was. But yeah, good statistics from last week, or for June rather. That's not even last week. That's from June. So happy days. I wouldn't go so far as to say that, Kareem. It's moving back up again. Where's Redbox? No, I think that's Probably move up in the latter stages of the afternoon, Redbox. I still think we'll get $20 on Redbox today. Initial Euroclean's moving back up. 1550. Would be interested. Well, the one thing I would say is the VIX is up 18%. It's over 30. It's over 30 now. So the VIX is 32.72. That's a volatility index. So the fact that the VIX is so high, we're getting the volatility. So it doesn't really matter whether you're long biased, short biased, whether it's a bear market or a bull market. If we've got the volatility, there's going to be stocks moving that we can take advantage of. And that's what we're looking for. So, you know, a $13,000–$14,000 day today is only good as far as I'm concerned. And that's in a bear market, not worried. If this breaks 1550, looking for the $0.50. Move back up, break the $0.50. I'll take a quick 1,000. Like I say, I'm not being overly aggressive today. Still managed to get $14,000 without being overly aggressive. Imagine how much I'd have got if I had been aggressive. I knew I was fairly aggressive with Dawn to start off with. I was taking like 7,500 shares on average, between 5 and 10 mostly. That red box is moving up. That one's pulling back. Okay, so we break 17. Break of 17, and I will enter again. That's what I did last time. Kind of scratch momentum as it happens. See it hold over 17. Rejected. Seesaw, I can have a look. It's just popped up. So let's have a look. So CISO is Cerberus Cyber Sentinel Corporation. Sounds like something out of RoboCop. Not seeing any particular news catalyst right now. If anyone's seen a news catalyst, I'll be wary of this. It's moving up, but I can't see any reason for it. So just be careful with it. Yeah, it rallied last Monday as well, without any particular company-specific news. So just be careful with this. It rallied for a couple of days last week and then sold off hard at the end of the week in Thursday, Friday. So could very well be a bit of manipulation going on here. I knew it's a 35 million float, so probably not being manipulated. It doesn't look to be heavily shorted either. So if you're trading it, good luck. I just can't see a catalyst that warrants the move. So I'm wary of the sustainability of the catalyst, particularly in the market conditions we're in right now. Just be wary. No, it was last week. It rallied on Monday, had a continuation, not a big one, but on continuation Tuesday, Wednesday, and then sold off hard on Thursday and continued selling on Friday. And none of it was based on any specific news as such. I couldn't see any analyst ratings. I couldn't see any, SEC forms, submissions, or anything like that. So just be careful with this one. I know you called it out last week as a potential, and it worked for you, but I was it wasn't on any specific news catalyst, so no problem at all, Kareem. Good luck with that. All right. So we're trying 17 again. I'm just gonna take a position there. Break of 17. It's coiling. Looking for $350. $350. That's what I'm after. There we go. That was a quick scalp. Not usually one for scalping, but that was a nice quick scalp. And we're now 4 figures on all 3 stocks were traded today. So the accuracy is really good today, 100%. Well, I'm holding ETH. As you know, I've got a dollar cost average position with ETH, and I was considering shorting it, taking a hedge position with it, because I'm not getting rid of my ETH as such. But I was thinking of taking a separate position and shorting it with a different exchange. But I decided against it. I thought I'll just wait and see what we come down to. Where we at right now with Ethereum? So it's at 1200. I think I might take some more if it breaks 1,000. I'm not gonna be greedy with it. I'll take some more with at 1,000, and then I can't remember who it was earlier said that they're aiming for 700. If it breaks 1,000 and gets down to 700, I'm gonna fill my bags. If it gets to 700, I'm actually going to start stacking up. Same with Bitcoin. It's currently 23,228. If it breaks 20, I'm going to be filling my bags, because like in the long term, it's going to come good. It might break 20, it could go down to 18,000. It could go down to 17,000. But if it does, I know it's going to come back. And my long-term holdings is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about day trade. I'm not talking about, getting a leveraged position with it, which is what I was thinking of doing, getting a leveraged short position, and I thought against it. So I will wait. If it breaks 20,000 on Bitcoin and 1,000 on Ethereum, I will be putting some additional bags in place, shall we say. Oh, I would buy back in for sure. It's just when to buy back in, Alpuno. Exactly. In fact, I probably will, based on what's happened this last week. I've had a really good week this last week. And if I have a good week this week, I probably will do a bit of trading this week. I might withdraw some funds from this account and load up on all 3 coins, because I think the buying, discount opportunity. I mean, Cardano is under 50 cents, under 45 cents. XRP for me right now is an absolute steal at 30 cents. So I probably will load up on all 4. Average down. Why not? I'm already in the red, and my money's not, I've got, if I take money out of this, it's just going to sit in the account. So I'm already in the red. I may as well just, average down a bit. I normally do it every month. El Tono. I didn't buy Cardano and XRP. I didn't buy this last month in May because I didn't have any profits in May. But I did buy. I freed up some of my assets and I bought extra Bitcoin and Ethereum when after the Terra Luna debacle. I actually bought a few bits of a very small piece of Luna as well. That's who was asking me? Oh, I didn't look. I never did look. I'll have a look later what my Luna position on Binance is. Someone was asking me what it was worth. I only bought like 25 quid's worth. It was like 78,000, 87,000, something like that. I don't remember, 78 or 87,000. Instead of buying a pizza, I bought a whole bunch of Luna and I thought, I'll just hold it, see what happens. I think it's probably worth about 3 cents or something. So Redbox, Euroclean's looking strong. I mean, this pullback and now it's consolidating sideways at $15. It's looking strong. I think this could go on and have a bit of another rally later today. And I still think Redbox will. Dawn, I think he's done. Below the VWAP now. Discord is for you get, if you've signed up for Day Trade with Tony Chip, you get access to the Discord. It's for Day Trade with Tony students. So if you have signed up with it, then you'll have received the email with the link, and that's the same for yourself as well, Reach London. If I've not seen you on the I've not seen your name on the course yet, but I'll double check with on the course admin bucket to see if there's anything. I didn't see any sign-ups over the weekend, so if you have signed up over the weekend, I'll take it up with Teachable, because you're not showing up on the course right now, and you get access to the Discord then. So Dawn is selling off, so that's not. I think that's done for the day. Redbox, on the other hand, not so much. Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap it up for the day. I will do a couple of emails and then take the dog for a walk, and I'll see you guys later for Power Hour. We've done almost 15k, just over 14k today. It's a nice, good start to the weekend. It's also the 14th 14k. It's also the 14th consecutive green day in a row, which I'm extremely proud of in the current market conditions. We've not had a red day in June yet, touch wood. Long may that continue. And I will see you guys later. Looks like Redbox is about to break out as well. It's a bit of a double bottom formation on the 5 minute, on the 2 minute. So double bottom formation. So it looks like Redbox is about to break out. So if you want to get on that, just manage your risk. You probably get up to $18, I would imagine, on this move. But I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day.